Necrosmith.
Welcome, wonderful people. I am the Loose Critic, and today I'll be giving you my loose impressions of Necrosmith, created by Alawar Premium. Necrosmith's quite a different take from some of their previous games, like the Beholder series, as this has nothing to do with snooping on people. Necrosmith's more akin to a combination of the old Majesty games, if you ever played those, and Vampire Survivor. It's an interesting mix of genres. We'll see what I mean when we get into it, but first, let's go ahead and go in and check out the options menu. It's pretty simple. There's resolution, windowed mode, everything you really need to make the game work and play it comfortably. There's not really any hotkeys outside of pausing the game that I've noticed. Yeah, this is the Necromancer's Tower. There's a couple upgrades that you can do here that affect how the game plays. There's some relics you can find just sitting around on the map. They appear to be static, so I imagine that eventually this game will have a pretty thorough wiki that shows you how to complete it if you so desired. Don't know why you would do that. It seems like it would take the fun out of it. There's a cat. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Spacebar pauses it, has a little snowy effect. Over here on the left, you can build undead creatures using different body parts. You have heads, bodies, arms, and legs. Let's go ahead and make someone. You can drag them down here, or you can just double click. And once you have filled in all 6 slots, you select revive. And then over here, you can see there's a series of buttons. These are different gates at different parts of the map that you uncover as you play. Let's go ahead and, for the sake of showing off, just release over here and unpause. And you'll see he is walking around on his own. You click down here on him, you can choose to kill him. You can save the body parts that you used in your book so that you can easily recreate them. You can choose to tell him to stand still, and he'll stop moving. This is good for positioning a tanky boy to protect your castle. Or you can choose to manually control him, which is something you're probably going to want to do at some point to actually progress. Otherwise, they do tend to just wander around in this immediate area. The AI isn't very smart. It's pretty rudimentary. It does what it says it does. It walks around, it protects your area, and they attack things. Over here you have different spell abilities you unlock as you play. You see there's some enemies coming here, and now they're both moving towards them. But over here you can summon a cat, who will go out here and he will automatically collect things for you. You can lightning bolt enemies, you can create a poison cloud, and you can teleport your units back to your castle for an emergency if you need to. Up here you can see there's a day timer that just completed, and at the end of it I got a whole bunch of body parts, including some lizard body parts, which is awesome. You'll see down here to revive, I need 98 mana, and that's even with 2 body parts missing, and I only have 40. You can also see that up here in the top left. To get more, you can drag body parts down here, or you collect it from enemies as you kill it. Over here we can see that one of our guys has found an enemy lair, and he's taken that out. Once that reaches 0 HP, it will give you a power upgrade, which you use these bars up here that you collect to progress with. Let's go ahead, and you can also right click as opposed to manually dragging down here to efficiently get rid of body parts and get some mana. And yeah, down here are recipes. There are secret recipes that when you discover them, it gives you extra bonuses if you use those body parts. So over here you can see Bastard Orc Skeleton. Over here you can see that there is a Orc Skeleton body part, and it's just surrounded by normal skeleton body parts. And if you make that, it costs less to spin up, it has more health, and it has a little bit more speed. Ooh, and I'm being attacked. You can see here that there's a bunch of enemies over here attacking me. What? To protect our castle, let's go ahead and throw together a alligator here, and we'll release him here, and he just immediately obliterates it. And we just destroyed this, so we have a new blueprint, which gives our necromanced guys extra health if we upgrade it. You can see down here it costs 10 bars to upgrade, and there's no clear indication on how far these upgrades can go. It's different for each one so far. The main goal of the game is to unlock these golden blueprints, of which I've only found one, which established this first little piece. The story told me that there was 7. I'm being attacked again. Let's go ahead and spin up another guy here. Although it looks like we have someone over here taking care of it for us themselves. I also can barely afford to release them. There we go. Yeah, it's a fun little game. The AI, like I said, is pretty rudimentary. They go around and they do collect stuff on their own, but to actually progress, there are little gates out here to the northeast, west, and south that you need to find in order to speed up coming out here and collecting better body parts. You can see here there's little graves on the ground, and these graves contain body parts. So if I make a real quick guy to show you, and get some mana, we revive him at this gate. We take control of him. You can see when I walk over this, get a body part. Same thing over here. And these body parts get stronger the farther from your base you get. So if I were to go all the way, I'd have to find it. One moment. There we go, out here. Then I would be getting very, very strong body parts. That's kind of how in the 15-minute little time that you have to do stuff, you upgrade and get more progress through the game. I'm being attacked, so I used my little poison acid cloud here to defend myself, so I didn't have to bother bringing anybody back. Go ahead and lightning these guys, send my cat out to collect stuff. And yeah, that's essentially the game. You play it for 15 minutes or until you lose. One of the hardest parts so far has been the fact that the farther out you go, the stronger enemies will start coming to attack you. So right now we're getting a whole bunch of these little slimes and flies from these weak little enemy layers, but the farther out we go, you can see right here, there was a destroyed one. If I can take control of this guy, looks like there might be another one up here. You see here we have a whole bunch of little humans with flags coming to attack us. And yep, here it is. This is coming from a little stronger enemy layer, and each ring outwards has stronger and stronger enemies that come and attack you. So your weaker skeletons are going to start getting destroyed, and it's going to be a lot harder to maintain and keep going. Just got another blueprint. Go ahead and get the mana. I'm not sure this guy will be able to take out these wolves. He's using pretty basic parts, but he might be able to keep them off of his tail. You can do it, buddy. Might be able to increase his damage. At least increase his speed, make him a little tougher. There we go. Yeah, he's fine, and he's pulling him away from our castle, which is the important part. Yeah, that is essentially the game. Want to explore the map? My next goals are probably going to be to find the north, east, and south portals that are in the next ring out. Let's go ahead and go back and show you some of the upgrades that we can do. We just hit 4,000 gold, so let's go ahead and hit give up. You actually only earn half the gold if you do give up, so I might not be able to afford the next upgrade I'm looking for. Yeah, just short by 60, what is that? No, 52 gold. Yeah, so over here you have the cat. You didn't start with that cat, you unlock that ability as you go. I am lazy, so I immediately maxed that level out. The next thing I'm looking for is the body parts. So you saw I was getting those body parts at the start of each day. It was because of this guy, receive 4 random lizard body parts every morning. And that next level you receive 3 random golem body parts. That was something else I noticed after having explored south and then west was at a certain point, the outer rings give you different types of body parts. So I'm wondering if there is a goal to have to explore each direction and collect body parts and combine them to progress or something neat like that. That would be interesting. I have no clue yet. The game has a nice soundtrack. It's enjoyable. The animations are nice. It's very, very mindless once you go out into the actual game and you just let your guys run around. So you can multitask if you're doing something else. Necrosmith is available for $2.99 currently on Steam. For the amount of time I've already spent in game, that's a pretty good price for what it offers. It's not super in-depth. It's very straightforward, but it's an enjoyable little title. Thank you for watching. I've been the Loose Critic. If you enjoyed this video, you can show your support by hitting the like or subscribe buttons below. And if you didn't, you can hit the dislike button. Trust me, my feeling will be hurt. I'll see you next time.